Yo, what's up, everybody? Happy Black Friday. So today is Friday, November the 24th. We are about 5 weeks away, 5.5 weeks away from finishing up the year end. And the year has been just absolutely amazing so far. It's been exceeding all of these expectations of what we thought it would do. And I'm sure that everybody who's bearish right now, they probably turned to a bull this year. And as much as we would have loved one final capitulation, it just never happened. It never came. This year, compared to previous bull market cycles before, pre-halving year, we completely outperformed everything. Anybody who thought that we were going to get another drop, including myself, we were proven heavily wrong. And the power of 2023 was the power of dollar cost averaging. If you were DCing for a long period of time since pretty much the beginning of the year, you would be up right now. And it's always good to weigh these further drops even more. And that's what I did. So I'm very happy with the outcome so far. And this is a really good year to start preparing for the upcoming bull market that is likely to come. We have to remember that every single year where there's a halving, Bitcoin always finishes off very, very high compared to where it began that year. So just to give you some metrics, by the way, we're going to jump into it right away. And before we do so, guys, since it's Friday, like I promised, I would release a new course that would be fire. And I know for a fact that this course right here is going to exceed your expectations, and I can guarantee satisfaction. I just released it. It's only $199. It's going to cover 4 very powerful strategies that are simplified to the point where you're going to look at it and you're going to be like, holy crap, this just makes a lot of sense. But the main strategy behind it is how to ride the Chandelier exit indicator and how to time entries with that. But more importantly, the most important concept of this is I explain in very high detail how to upgrade to a higher time frame so you can start riding the waves on larger degrees when you first time your entry. So I've developed this strategy over the past year. I've had a lot of time to think about it. I've back tested it on over 50 different coins in the bull market, and they have all proven to be 100% successful depending on how you play it. And all these bullish coins have one thing in common: they all rely on volatility when it comes to a moving market. So this course here is extremely affordable. It's $199. It's going to give you a simplified review of everything called the Emergency Bull Market Survival Guide. So take a look at it. You will be blown away by the quality of this course compared to the previous courses before. People are always saying things like, I just want to dispel some rumors or myths, right? People are like, why do you have to sell a course if you're successful day trading? And to be quite honest, everybody who is successful in some field, Jordan Peterson, I'm not saying I'm him, but he sells a course. Grant Cardone, they sell a course. So there's Frank Kern, they sell a course. They want to help out the public, first of all, and share the information that they have. I believe that through this course, you will be empowered. And by the time you finish the course, you're going to have this immense confidence like, hey, I actually understand Philakone's rules and the 4 strategies that he's going to be using. So I think giving a course is, especially a really cheap and affordable one, it's a great way of giving back to the community. It's a great way of staying relevant and involved in the crypto community rather than just kind of fading to the background, right? I want to be relevant and teach what I know because I truly believe it's got the power to change lives. And this strategy here is so powerful to the point where when you see it, I don't want to share it publicly. There's no point of me sharing it publicly, right? It's competition in the game when you think about it. Everybody's going to be competing with everyone else, and the less information you have, right? If I have good information and you have less information of the good stuff, it's more likely that I'm going to succeed in the long run. Not everybody can be a winner in the crypto market. All the profits are extracted from the people that are making bad decisions and are losing. So check it out, guys. The Black Friday sale. It's on my Twitter. It's also in the link in the YouTube below. And now let's jump right into this. So I'm just going to show you some basic charts right now. So for example, first of all, let's take a look at the year of the halvings. I posted this chart on Twitter before, and this is from Into the Cryptoverse. I subscribe to their website where there's a lot of data that I like to analyze. So this here is showing the halving year of 2016 and also 2021. And what it's showing is that every time there's a halving, it's going to lead up into a massive bull market. So for example, in 2017, the year of 2016 was the halving. Eventually, 2016 led to an all-time high, and it finished off the year with an ROI of, I'm talking about all the way to the end of the bull market, okay? So to the end of the bull market, after the halving in 2017, Bitcoin did a 30.13 ROI. Okay, that's insane. And then if you take a look at in 2021 for 2020's Bitcoin halving, it made an ROI of 7.86. If I had to make a wild prediction, I'm going to guess that the Bitcoin halving will be around $30,000 to $35,000. That's my prediction. Okay, 30 to 35,000. And before every single halving or after, there's always a major capitulation that happens. In 2016, the capitulation happened after the Bitcoin halving. In 2020, the capitulation happened before the halving. But either way, there was always a major drop that ended up happening. Actually, I might have gotten those mixed up around. Don't quote me on that, but either way, one of the years was before and one of the years was after. But despite the drop happening in those Bitcoin halving years, there was always a tremendous gain. I apologize, you guys don't actually see the chart here, but all that you missed was me showing you the ROI here at the end of the year, okay, where it reached 30.13 for 2017's year, and in 2021 it reached 7.86. That's it. So it shows that despite a capitulation happening, there's always a major rally leading up to the bull market. So those are some really nice figures to take a look at, and a great chart as well. Just generally talking about Bitcoin monthly returns table here that shows a general idea of how much Bitcoin is returning per month, per year. So what we're noticing is that in 2023, it was a very bullish year. We've actually only had 3 bearish months so far, which is phenomenal. In every single post bull market. So in 2022, that was the year after the bull market. And in also 2018, the year after the bull market, you can see in 2018, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 9 bearish months. The bear market year after 2017. In 2022, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months. So those were some major months. What happened after the bear market year? So that would be 2029. It evened out. It got 6 red months and 6 green months. Whereas compared to this year's cycle so far, we've had 3 red months and we've had 8 bullish months so far, although November hasn't closed yet, but it looks like it's going to close positively. And December is going to be an indecisive month so far. We're not really sure about that. If you take a look at the fair market log regression band just to see where we're at right now, we are far below the fair market value of Bitcoin. And generally, when we're below it, we stay there for a period of time. But eventually, we're going to snap right back up and well above that fair market value band. So every bull market, as you can see, in 2013, we stay far above it. In 2017, we stay far above it as well. And then in 2021, we also stay far above it as well. So right now, the data is all pointing towards a possible bull market. That's going to lead up to it. And the halving is going to be a very powerful time, because after the halving, despite getting a capitulation or not, there could be a major rally to the upside. So let's just take a look at Bitcoin right now and see how it's trending. The way that Bitcoin is trending right now is an ascending type of triangle where it has been hammering this support the resistance for a very long period of time now. It's very difficult to argue with the fact that this is the Bitcoin trending sloped support that is visible on pretty much every time frame. If you look on the daily, it's incredibly visible over here. Actually, maybe on a 4-hour, it would be better. Let's try to draw it a little bit better. So on this time frame, we can see that it's interacting quite a bit. Some small touches over here with some wicks poking to the downside. So I believe that this was a major trend line that has held thus far. It really depends on the time frame that you're drawing it. But the most important thing is that around this range, exactly where we're at now, $37,800, we've made a few attempts to break to the upside. So you can see that everything above that white line, $37,800, things have been getting trapped there. So the big question is it going to break to the upside? And if we do break to the upside, what kind of price points can we expect to see? In my opinion, the next rational support point would be the stall over here near 40,000, and especially a psychological number as well. But if we happen to break above there, then logically the next target could be anywhere between. So every time you break a resistance, always look back to the left to see where the most relevant retracement to the upside was. This one right here is too small to consider in my opinion, so the next rational one would be $48,000. But it seems like just based off of the concentration of volume, we're probably not going to hit 48K anytime this year or even early next year. I believe we're going to stall if we get above 40K, stall well under 45K. So there's still a lot of ways to go to the Bitcoin halving. In fact, one major capitulation may even happen before the Bitcoin halving, and it leads up to a huge bull market when the Bitcoin halving does occur in April. So right now, we're just finding massive hesitation to break above 38K, but it does look like it has the momentum to possibly break out of it. And one thing I have to warn you about is that the MACD, despite it curving to the upside, it's still in the negative. The fast moving line is below the slow moving line, and the histogram is on the negative side. It doesn't mean it's going to cross back up to the positive side. Oftentimes, they can fake out just like that and come back down and stay down. So we have extended quite a significant amount already, where we've done over 55% thus far. So the big question is, can Bitcoin actually sustain this type of momentum to the upside? And if it does, could it break above the $40,000? If we take a look at Bitcoin on the Chandelier exit indicator time frame, we can see it's trending well above specific time frames, such as the 12-hour. Okay, the 12-hour is trending very nicely, and it has held during the entire duration of that 58%. So if for some reason it breaks below here, below the 12-hour Chandelier exit indicator, it could indicate that the volatility has now actually changed. So until then, we are unsure of what happens, and especially if it breaks below this yellow trend line here as well. This trend line has been holding for a long period now, for literally 28 days. Therefore, I would consider it a very strong support trend line for now. So let's see what happens with Bitcoin. Let's see if it could actually break above and hit near the $40,000 regions. But as far as it stands, Bitcoin is definitely on a bullish trend, and there's not many bearish signs when we look at it technically. In terms of what else is trending in the market, we are definitely seeing some altcoins such as Blur, such as Rune. They are outperforming other coins by magnitudes right now. Blur has been one of the top coins that many people have been focusing on, and it seems like it keeps printing more and more highs every single week as the days go on. And there's been a lot of opportunities to catch Blur on a long, especially if you're using the Chandelier exit indicator. So it's simply put, the Chandelier exit indicator is an indicator that measures the volatility. So it's going to show a green line, and then the price action, it hovers above it so long as the volatility is considered bullish. Now, in my course, I teach you how to enter using the Chandelier exit indicator. I teach you how to ride it as a stop loss as well. I teach you how to upgrade it to a higher degree time frame by risking a little bit of your profits if you were to get stopped out. I've developed these methods that are so proven to work for me. Every time I use it on a bullish time, or a bullish coin rather, that's rallying and that's trending, it seems like there's not many ways to stop the Chandelier exit indicator from proving to be ultra successful. So we've seen some coins like Blur that are moving a lot on top of coins like Rune. Keep an eye on Rune. It looks like there's much to go. It looks like there's only 3 subwaves to the upside, and the third has completed heavily, and the fourth is now in correction. So keep your eye on Rune. It's going to be one of my huge longs that I will take the opportunity to risk a small amount to see if I can get a huge gain with a great RR. So other than that, I did not want to make this video too long. I wanted to give you guys a very quick update on the market. As it stands, Bitcoin is still bullish. It's trying to break above the $38,000 region roughly, and if that does break, 40K would be a very valid target. Keep an eye on Rune and Blur. Blur is printing new highs right now, and it looks like it's in the middle of creating a third wave to the upside, and it has a huge possibility of even hitting up to the 82-cent range. And the reason for that is because this here is most likely a 1, and this is printing a third wave. By Elliott wave and also Fibonacci extension, if we're taking a look at extensions for the third waves in a bull market or a very bullish coin, we would take a look at the Fib extension that could possibly hit near 1618 or slightly below that. I usually take the average between 1 or the upper half between 1 and 0618. So 1 would be here, the middle half would be up there. So this is a very conservative target for a very bullish coin right now. So I believe that Blur has the opportunity to hit anywhere from 72 to 81. And also Rune looks like it's about to print another fifth wave. So I will conclude this video here. Make sure you guys take a look at the website here. Just go to the link below here and you can check out exactly what my new The Emergency Bull Market Survival Guide can do for you. They're completely new strategies that I've simplified, and you'll be able to understand it. And once you see it, you'll be like, man, this is pretty awesome. So for $199, come learn my strategies. You won't be disappointed. All right, guys, I'll see you in the course, or I'll see you in the next time I update. Bye now. Have a great day.